Good morning. Welcome to Energy Works. Today we're talking about making a difference in this world. So we all want to make a difference, don't we? We all want to feel that our presence on the earth is worth something, that we're not just wasting our time, that we're actually doing something of value and we're helping others to feel their worth. And sometimes we can doubt our ability to do that. We can feel like, nothing I do is helping, that things are going bad, I'm not helping anyone, I'm not feeling good. And we can feel quite upset about that. We can feel that, what we're doing in this life isn't really worth anything, which is a very depressing feeling. So we don't really want to do that. We want you to feel like you're able to be who you're created to be, and also who your Heavenly Father wants you to be. And the desires that are in your heart are put there for a reason. They're not for you to ignore and hope they go away. We want you to be who you're supposed to be. So let's start with, I believe I'm worthwhile. I believe I make a difference. All right, age 5. So something when you were 5 where you felt like maybe you weren't making a difference. So now we're going to go into the throat chakra. Because I guess we want to make a difference perhaps by our voice, by our love, by our actions. All right, I acknowledge my unique set of superpowers. And sometimes we don't value our superpowers. Like, some people are just really good at being inclusive. Some people are good at making things look beautiful. Some people are good at hearing you, or to make people feel seen or understood. Some people are good at organizing. Some people are good at physical prowess. Some people are not so good. But does that mean that their sphere of influence is any less? Probably not. I focus on what I love and it comes to me. When I was a teenager and first going to uni, I used to catch the train to uni. And one day I forgot to bring my train pass. So you could buy a pass that would be your ticket for the whole term there and back, which is a bit cheaper. Anyway, forgot my whole wallet, so I had no train pass. So a lady standing next to me when I said that lent me $2, which covered the fare. And of course, I was very anxious to give that money back to her the next day. So her little act of kindness made a big difference to me, because it meant I could still go to uni and not be late and catch the right train. So sometimes the small actions that we do actually make a big difference to someone, and we may not know it at the time. I don't know this lady's name, but I was grateful to repay her the kindness that she gave me. Who is it that you would thank for their kindness? Who are the people that have, made a difference in your life, that make you feel seen or heard or understood or valued? All right, so now sometimes there's the negative side. It's I easily release the negative, hurtful words I hear or have heard from my family. So sometimes when people are not coping well, as a child, you can get in trouble. And not because you're the problem, it's because you're the easy target to express your disappointment in what's happening. And you can then feel like most of the things that happen are your fault, which is not really true, but it's how we feel that the picture is. And we tend to then want to take responsibility for everything because we got blamed for things that went wrong. I'm releasing all influences that are unlike love. I create positive thoughts and actions. So if we think about coming to Earth, and it's like the university of physical life, and our Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother sent us here to come and have this experience, because of the fastest way to learn is with the body. We can know things in theory. It's like someone telling you how to ride a bike, but until you actually do it, it becomes knowledge, and you feel exactly how that feels and you can master it. But no matter how much someone tells you about it, you can have the understanding of it, but not necessarily know how to do it. So we're sent here to have these experiences in a body which are very powerful for us to learn, and the fastest way to learn. And we're also here to make mistakes and to learn, and to be the best people that we can be. But that involves making mistakes and learning from those mistakes, and being less than critical of ourselves when we make these mistakes. Making choices and decisions gets easier every day. And often we worry about the choices that we make, don't we? Good morning, Jackie. So let's say my efforts are acknowledged. So, do you feel like you are making a difference? Are there areas in which you are yet to make a difference that you would like to make a difference? Or are there people that inspire you to make a difference that you would like to have a go at? All right, let's go to the 7th chakra. Where in your body is telling you that the energy is stuck? All right, so this is in the crown chakra. I'm integrating the higher aspects of myself. Okay, good morning, Cassie. The throat, okay. Okay, so this in Ina Siegel's book, she talks about the throat, and some of the things that she suggests are difficulty communicating, low self-esteem, self-doubt, self-sabotage, feeling shut down, misunderstood, held back, fearful, frustrated, stuck, unworthy of good things, in conflict with self, continually changing your mind, difficulty trusting, feeling depressed, sad, hopeless, uncreative, and uninspired, thinking that you lack choice. So, Ina Siegel talks about divine healing intelligence. I direct you to release all feelings of unworthiness, sadness, self-doubt, and lack of choice from my throat, as well as all points of view, positive and negative charge, and all patterns that contribute to this condition. And she said, now focus on the color blue. Allow it to surround your throat like a soft blue cloud. Allow the softness of the cloud to float into your throat, filling it with confidence and the ability to speak up and honestly, lovingly, and clearly express yourself. Divine Healing Intelligence, please strengthen and improve my communication abilities. Assist me to open up to wonderful new possibilities, enhance relationships, and greater self-confidence. Thank you. Observe the cloud transform into a loudspeaker in front of your throat so that everything you say can be heard by others. Now, you must be willing to communicate an empowering message from your heart so that what you communicate will benefit others and yourself. If you have a sore throat, you may like to try a lion posture from yoga to help you heal your throat quickly. Kneel and sit back on your knees. Press your palms firmly on your knees, spreading the fingers as far apart as you can. Inhale deeply through your nose, open your mouth wide and stick your tongue out, curling it towards your chin. Open your eyes wide and stiffen your fingers. Exhale slowly through your mouth while making a roaring ha sound. Repeat this posture 5 or 6 times. Divine Healing Intelligence, please heal and regenerate my throat to its maximum health, vitality, and well-being. All right, so she suggests to work with the feeling of overwhelm. In this modern age, people are easily overwhelmed by the amount of information and choices available. This overload of information can often lead to confusion, uncertainty, and a sense of chaos. The load of responsibility that many people carry is increasingly bigger and heavier. There is always too much to do and not enough time or resources to do it. The pressure of trying to do too much can become overwhelming and lead to stress, fatigue, and exhaustion. On a physical level, overwhelm can contribute to back pain, breast problems, headaches, shoulder and ankle problems, Alzheimer's disease, blacking out, cramps, deafness, glaucoma, nervous breakdown, prostate cancer, seizure, senility, stroke, and ulcers. Wow. All right, so place your hands on the part of your body where you feel overwhelmed most intensely. Breathe into the area for a few moments while allowing any emotion to rise to the surface with little resistance. Then relax your hands. Divine Healing Intelligence, using the orange-red flame of light, please sweep through my entire system, clearing all overwhelm, stress, and fatigue that I am experiencing. Please help me to let go of the heavy burdens I carry and allow me to see a lighter, more balanced side of life. Help me turn chaos into order, uncertainty into self-belief, and confusion into clarity. Allow me to find equilibrium in my life so that I can embrace and enjoy each step of my life's journey. Thank you. So observe the orange-red light move through your body, mind, emotions, and energy field, and begin to clear and dissolve all negative thoughts, words, feelings, and memories and images of overwhelm, confusion, and chaos. Okay. All right. So also stuck in the throat is age 3 and 10. 17, 24, 33, 39, 44, 50, 'Okay, so I'm not sure if any of those ages mean something to you, but there are times in your life where you didn't feel like you were making a difference and you didn't feel like you could express what you needed to express. Okay, so now we're going to go into the order. So leaking energy from the fifth layer of the aura. So current females contributing to this feeling. also age 5. So something to do with a male friend. Okay, an oil. Lemon oil. Lemon is especially helpful in cases of learning issues. Whether an individual has a difficult time concentrating or feels incapable of learning, lemon clears self-judgments such as I'm dumb or I'm not a good student. Lemon calms fears and insecurities while restoring confidence in the self. Emotionally, lemon inspires a natural playfulness and buoyancy in the heart. It assists in releasing feelings of despair and hopelessness by restoring feelings of joy and happiness. Lemon inspires joyful involvement in the present moment by infusing the soul with energy, confidence, and alertness. So it's very refreshing lemon oil. Good morning, Elizabeth. All right, so we're going still in the aura, so the 7th layer this time. So leaking energy. So current situation. Feeling taken for granted. So now we're going to go into the 3rd layer of the aura. So this is about the mental layer. It's about our thoughts and our ideas. So stagnant energy in this layer. The feeling of vulnerability. So vulnerability is an important thing to connect to the other people, but it also makes us feel easy to hurt. It's like people, if they understand our weakness, could use it against us. So it's like there is a scary part to it. So back to the 7th layer, it's chronic collapse. So the seventh way is about mental and spiritual connection. So sometimes we're not allowing that connection, or sometimes we've been hurt with that connection. So that's that affirmation we said before, isn't it? Releasing all the unkind words that we've heard from our family that get stuck in our body. Right, stuff that's stuck in our mind. So it's about forgiveness. So there's a little saying from Mark Twain, forgiveness is the fragrance the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. So sometimes we've had experiences that we feel crushed or we feel damaged by what's happened, and we can feel that we're hurt and we are damaged in some way, and sometimes it feels like it takes a long time to repair and to feel that we can become who we really are after recovering from the damage. All right, I love myself enough to forgive. I forgive those who have undermined my self-confidence. So sometimes it's like, that's mine, give it back. So sometimes people who are not in a good place themselves want to have a bit of one-upmanship on us to feel better about themselves. So it's like they're not being kind to us because they want to feel better. So they have to feel like that they're better than us, or they have to put us down in some way. I'm not bound by my mistakes or the mistakes of others. Are there particular incidents that come to mind when we talk about this? The things that undermine your confidence? Often our family members are the people that do that, whether it's our family that we came from or the family that we create. They have the capacity to undermine how we feel about each other and how we feel about ourselves. So it's like allowing the forgiveness and the understanding to flow through us. about money, but I earn money easily and I spend enough and save enough. My gift is precious to me and it is with integrity that I share it. So, again, not everybody has the same gifts, and not everybody has gifts that we may immediately obviously see. But the more that we get to know a person and the more that they allow themselves to be vulnerable with us, the more we can see the gift that this person is and their unique set of superpowers and what it offers to the world. I attract exactly what I need at the right time. So, what do you need? All right, so we're going to talk about family relationships for a minute. So, I feel strongly that we have helped the previous generations before we were born. They now help us. There can be many patterns of weakness within the family tree that may not be present in every generation. Each member of the family provides different qualities and challenges. We usually want the good qualities and not the bad. However, our weaknesses and failings are there for us to use as practical life skill lessons. So, the other family members' weaknesses are also there to keep the family balanced. So, sometimes we might make the comment that we married our father, or um, which sometimes can be a negative thing because it feels like we've chosen the same difficult path. And we might see this as a failure on our part in choosing the wrong person, but it can turn out to be exactly the right person and situation necessary for us to grow the spiritual muscle for future life challenges. All right, when we work through these difficult situations, it can lead to strengthening of relationships and the deeper foundations of love and trust. I live in the present at all times. My family share with me love, honor, respect, value, space, gratitude, understanding, tolerance, forgiveness, and acceptance to me, and I accept this gift. I allow myself to grow within and beyond my family. Mistakes are allowed to be stepping stones to success. The pain of past mistakes is healed completely. So let's go into the solar star chakra, which is the 10th one. Okay. So the emotion associated with the solar star chakra is contentment, satisfaction, feeling balanced and whole. So this chakra is weakened by racing around trying to fit everything into life. And I definitely can put my hand up for that one. How about you? So what helps strengthen this chakra is a balance of rest and play. So, we talk about the yin and the yang. Yang's being out there and physical and doing lots of stuff, and yin is like, no, need it. Now crawl and lie on the sofa and just curl up for a little bit and rest and recharge. Okay, so an oil that comes up here is Immortelle, or we call it Salubel. And it's about spiritual insight. Immortelle offers grace and comfort when one feels discouraged or distressed. This blend can assist individuals in transcending the darkness, pain, and stress of life. It offers support in raising levels of consciousness and preparing individuals for new heights of spiritual transformation. So you could use this oil when you feel a bit spiritually disconnected or burdened or discouraged, or having spiritual blindness, not seeing exactly which way you've got to go, and also the dark night of the soul. And it can help you to be still. Sometimes we have to be still and just allow ourselves to feel God's love, to feel that we are seen and heard and acknowledged, and that we are making a difference. All right. So this is from Kim's book. Right. While remaining gentle, I powerfully release negativity, darkness, and limiting perceptions. I release my burdens and with two hands take all my faith and certainty to step into the darkness, knowing that bright light will come to lead my way. So I like that. That feels hopeful. Okay. Is there anyone you want to dedicate to? Is there anyone that we might like to share energy with? Are there parts of your body that are still complaining? So back to the crown chakra. Right, my mind functions optimally. So Elizabeth says family, and yes, very tired. So it feels like we want to put you in the washing machine and spin off all that negative energy that happens sometimes with our family interactions. Sometimes our families are there to teach us lots of things, and they're not easy lessons. And we love them and we want them to be better and we want them to be their best selves, but they don't always want that themselves, which makes it very painful for the people watching or living with these people. Right, something stuck in our neck. So C6, so the large bone is like C7 or T1, so let's just go up 2. So feeling overwhelmed by worries, anxieties, and stresses. You may experience a stiff neck, shoulder pain, tonsillitis, whooping cough. So we're going to plug in an adjustment. I guess also you can see that there's like the burdens that you're carrying. It's almost like having a rope around your neck where you're pulling and trying to pull your family into a better shape. Excuse me. All right, so I guess if we're feeling very tired, we can feel stretched or unwound or, I don't know, a little bit frazzled. So the opposite would be feeling nurtured. So oils that we might use to help feel nurtured are myrrh, rose, frankincense, geranium, ylang ylang, clary calm, magnolia, hickey, and neouli. So what will it take for me to see myself as worthy or receiving the time, attention, and love I need? What will it take for me to assign greater value to my own needs, wants, and ideas? See kind hands placed over your heart to hold and heal it. Imagine a renewing of the heart. Okay. All right, so generational baggage stuck here. So dad's mum's side. So 17 generations of men. So now we're asking, is there anything that's preventing me from making the energy that I need? So nutrients. So magnesium. Vitamin D. Tryptophan is coming up too. So tryptophan is the base amino acid that your serotonin is made from. So tryptophan comes in various proteins. So it can either be that you're having trouble processing your proteins or that you're not having enough of the right proteins for you. I think as we get older too, it's easier to lose muscle, and we often do need to have sufficient protein for that. So let's go into Melissa oil. So Melissa oil is the oil of light. Melissa's enthusiasm is contagious. Through the intense light and vibration this oil has to offer, individuals may feel they cannot help but let go of feelings of darkness, despair, and other low vibrations that are holding them down. It teaches the joy of living. So you could use the Melissa oil to help you feel energized. So we could say then in a way that the darkness can pull us down. It can make us feel hopeless or that we're not making a difference. So it's important for us to invite light into our lives, into our home, into our minds, into our bodies. So it's like allowing yourself to be out in the sun, allowing yourself to have spiritual light, allowing yourself to lighten up in a way. All right, so the Celtic weave, so our energy weaves all around, continuously repairing different areas of our body. So our right calf in particular. Is there anything in particular that you, or any place in your body that you can particularly feel? All right, so let's talk about boundaries for a moment. So boundaries when you were age 8. So sometimes people can be mean to us or not be okay themselves, but use us as the punching bag for their uncomfortable feelings. So now we're going to go into the 8th chakra, which is like our connection into the earth. Our energy field actually is connected to the earth itself. Sometimes we see ourselves as separate or not part of the earth, but we actually are attached to it. So basil oil. So basil is the oil of renewal. So sometimes when we're a bit run down or we've been flogging ourselves too much, we need a little bit of recovery. Basil oil supports those who are under a great deal of mental strain. It brings rejuvenation of vital forces after long periods of burnout and exhaustion. Basil oil may strengthen the adrenals and restore the body to its natural rhythms of sleep, activity, and rest. All right, so also to go with that is grapefruit. So grapefruit oil is about honoring the body. Grapefruit oil is often misused in overly strict dietary and weight loss programs. The reason this oil helps curb emotional eating is because it encourages a positive relationship with one's body based on love, tolerance, and acceptance. Grapefruit encourages integrity by respecting one's physical needs. This oil assists individuals in listening to their true physical needs and impulses. It also assists them in taking responsibility for what they feel. Grapefruit teaches that no amount of food can fill a hole in the heart. Only love can do that. As individuals take ownership of their feelings and get the help they need in addressing them, they no longer have a need to hide their feelings behind food, body abuse, strict regimens, eating issues, or other forms of obsession. So this oil you might help yourself feel nourished. So sometimes when we're not feeling good, we want to emotionally eat because we're not getting the love or the energy or effort that we would love to get from other people. So it's like we sometimes want to give ourselves extra food or love in that manner. And it may be that that's how our family did it. It's an old habit. All right, so let's talk about the consciousness scale. So I think it's David Hawkins wrote Human Consciousness Scale, and he did it from 0 to 1,000. And of course, the lower vibrations are not nice, like shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire. The high ones are like, contentment and peace and love. So it's like we like to be with people of high vibration. So let's go in general. Our vibration is currently. So we're going to start at 340. All right, so this is the state of willingness. So this is from David Hawkins. He says that those people around you that are perpetual optimists, this is their level of consciousness, seeing life as one big possibility is the cornerstone of those operating here. No longer are you satisfied with complacency. You strive to do your best at whatever task you've undertaken. You begin to develop self-discipline and willpower and learn the importance of sticking to a task till the end. All right, so some generational baggage here from mum's side of the family. Just mum. So now we're skipping up to 450, which is the level of reason. So the level of science, medicine, and a desire for knowledge. Your thirst for knowledge becomes insatiable. You don't waste time in activities that do not provide educational value. You begin to categorize all of life and its experiences into proofs, postulates, and theories. The failure of this level is that you cannot seem to separate the subjective from the objective. And because of that, you tend to miss the point. You fail to see the forest because you have tunnel vision on the trees. Paradoxically, reason can become a stumbling block for further progression of consciousness. So generational baggage again on dad's side this time. So dad's mum's side and the men. 53 generations of men. Okay, so we were talking about Melissa oil too. That's got a very high vibration, so it could lift. And also Immortel or Sally Bell too has very high vibration oils in there. And so it can help you lift your vibration and to be a little bit higher vibration than you were. So it's like we can use our oils, whether we put them on us or diffuse them, to help us rise. So frankincense, sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose. So they're all very high vibration oils. Okay. So for some people, music can lift the vibration. For some people, nature lifts the vibration. For some people, hanging out with people of a high vibration help to lift you and inspire you. So we will be doing an advanced energy works for those that have done energy works before, and we get the opportunity to clear some more energy, learn a few more skills, and we'll be doing that in the last 3 days of October, so the 29th, 30th, and 31st. So you're welcome to come and join us. It's good to mix with like-minded people. It's helpful to work through things that are stuck in your body and your mind or your energy field. And we hope that you feel that you'll be loved and supported and protected in our class. All right. So Next Energy Workz get together, I'm thinking, is in September. I'll have to check on the date, but I think it's towards the end of September. Anyway, I hope that you have felt some lifting to your energy and to your body. I do these calls to help, in whatever way I can on a weekly basis. So you're happy. I'm happy for you to share these with other people, and I hope that you feel that you can continue to grow and be who you're supposed to be, because you do make a difference in this world. And whether or not other people are acknowledging or recognizing that doesn't mean that you're not making a difference. Anyway, sending you the biggest hug and some love, and hoping that you feel stronger and more able to rise. Anyway, see you.